These are people, their names are appearing now because United is going through a phase and all that.
Okay.
But you didn't hear their names while 26 years, only Alex Ferguson's name was there.
Of course.
But now when Ferguson speaks in forums, he's saying, if I didn't have David Gill, I wouldn't be where I am.
Yeah.
But then the point is, it's not supposed to be that David Gill is supposed to be the face, or the point is Ferguson is supposed to be the face. Your David Beckhams and your Paul Scholes are supposed to be the face. I'm using big names because it's easier for people to relate of what culture is, because I keep speaking about culture. You remember you interviewed me in 2021. I said, Stan, what do you intend to do? What's your first? I said culture. Everyone goes, what's culture? It's easy to say, but that's culture. Habits that you practice daily. And you don't hear the CEO's name. Peter Kenyon was so successful under Roman. You only heard Roman's name, but even Roman wasn't. I don't think there's many pictures of him out there.
Yeah.
So, but in Malaysia, just bringing back closer to home, it's always been, if you speak about Kelantan, oh, it's Tan Sri Anwar Musa. He's the face. He did really well. He won.
Yeah.
But it should be Boyan Hodak.
Yeah.
It should be Indra Putra Mayudin.
Yeah.
It should be Nur Farhan.
Yeah.
But this is how culturally, I have to mention this is how culturally we incline ourselves. And then what happens when he goes? They've never seen the same successes.
Yeah.
So it's related to that great era, but the club should be a bulletproof that goes past any spectrum of problems or facets of problem that will appear in the political realms or the business realms. Doesn't matter if it's a political owner or a business owner or it's a royalty or it's stability. And the first to do it probably is Tunku Makoto Joho at the moment. 10 years on, he's done it. So we'll come to that. But he's the first to set it. That's why everyone's probably looking at that. But let's go back to what is the real problem. It's just that we need to build football clubs just like businesses. You can change owners, but the club's targets are long term. The fans start to support the club, not the leaders of the club. They come and go.
Okay. But having said that, one of the main problems that I noticed is that, not everyone can take over a football club. As we see now, there's I'm not going to mention names, but there is a club currently sitting at the bottom of the Super League table, and everyone's just like, you know what, go back to the nature of your business, which is, again, I'm not going to say, but you being an ex-footballer, you've been in broadcasting, you've been in media, you've been a player, now you're in admin side, running a club, no less. Does that help? Obviously that helps. And obviously, that's what kind of makes you the right person to be at the helm of KLCT right now, right?
Yeah, I think it's a really good question towards the football economics is what you're targeting. But what makes me currently a CEO that has achieved 3 finals, I really can't answer you, Farah. I really can't. I don't think it's because I was an ex-player. I don't think because I was, a pundit who was working with the English Premier League and tried to understand. I had love for how club is run. Obviously, that's my thing. That's how I got here. But it's really hard because what happens in Malaysian football is really street. It's really street. It's not because, example, first year when I took the job, we knew probably at most, we didn't know for sure, but at most we'll get a 5 million sponsorship.
Okay.
From DBKL, right? And that's, for me, okay, we haven't proven in 32 years. That's great. But to run a club, I wasn't in the space that we could go and win X. As you always know, I said that we need to finish consistently in the Super League first to be respected as a Super League club, because we've never ever stayed in the Super League above 3 years.
Yeah.
But to achieve that, I needed at least minimum 10 million. Okay. So I've already got a shortfall of 5 million when I took the job, right?
Yeah.
And you look around, where's the funds going to come from? As we are aware, broadcast money is not huge in this country. Clubs don't get X number like the English Premier League. So that's one large funding. KL is one of the least most supported big clubs. We've got great records. I've seen this, We are along the likes of Kedah. Of course, Johor and Selangor sits in a different platform when it comes to titles. But we are probably the second tier. But in the second tier, or the 6-7 big clubs of Malaysian football, we are the least supported club.
Yeah.
Means I'm not going to generate ticket revenue. I'm not going to generate merchandisers.
Yeah.
And then I look at player market. So now I've touched 4 of the major European economics of football.
Okay.
Broadcast money in the English Premier League.
Okay.
Player buying and selling.
Merchandising, ticketing.
Ticketing, and then merchandising. These are the 4 major economics of football in Europe. I've got none of this.
Okay.
So it's that's why I say it becomes street. Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna meet people and they tell you, Stan, you don't have this phone. Why would we put money in your club? So I had to do something, which I got to be a club that is respected.
Mm.
So 2021, we won. That helped. Obviously, that helped because that matters.
Okay.
Coming back to the economics of football, we're still there. We're still at where we are 30 years ago. Farah, it's not new that clubs are shutting down. I played for a club who shut down UPB, my team, in
Yeah.
2009.
Yep.
Prior to me, I can go. You can go on all the names.
Yeah.
Sime Derby, Proton. I can go on the
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
MPPJ.
Yeah.
Everyone along the way will tell you it did not make sense to
Correct.
continue. PJCT most recent.
Yes.
It did not make sense. Melaka went into financial issues. You got Sarawak into
Sarawak,
financial
yeah.
issues. And now you probably got Kelantan. We don't know where they're heading.
Mm.
He's trying. But the football economics don't make sense. So are we telling ourselves, are we going to accept the situation, not do anything about it? And at the moment, the guidelines from FIFA and AFC is you cannot be fully funded by the FA.
Yeah.
That's privatization.
Yep.
FA means state government money, complete state government money. So does anyone have the answer? I don't. I'm trying.
Okay.
I can't represent anyone else. I'm just saying in my journey of being a player, turning into a CEO for about 30 years now in the industry, or 25 years, we're still where we are. Yes, there's improvements on governance. There's improvements on probably the league organization of matches where we want to hit. There's improvement, probably results are happening all over the place. But football economics,
Okay.
where money matters, players do not come cheap.
Yep.
Coaches do not come cheap. So
Yep.
that's why they become professional. They fight to become top elite players. They are artists of the club. I always use the word. If you're in the entertainment industry, that's our lead artists. They
Yeah.
get paid the most because everyone turns up in the stadiums to pay tickets to watch them. Not me, not you.
Okay.
But them, right? So we're not there yet. I don't have the answer, but I think what needs to be done is regularly, I think there must be first carry up the hands and say there is a real concern. It's happening far too often.
Okay.
What can we do about it?
Okay.
How do we get a balance between corporate and government funding into the league, maybe into the clubs, maybe directly? I don't know the answer, but firstly, that there must be hands kicked. That says, guys, we have a huge problem.
Yeah.
It can't go on this way. We're saying it's privatization, but as soon as there's a shortfall from government funding,
Yep.
clubs are shutting down. But apparently football is really important. Ask me.
Yeah.
When we go to finals, how important it is. Everyone wants a front seat ticket, royal
Yeah.
box seating.
Yep.
That means it's really important to the people. Football is important to the people,
Yes.
to the fans. The fans are looking at this and saying, what's going on with the league for the last 30 years? Needs to be addressed.
Audio Plus.